Morning guys, it's Death Monk here. Today I'm going to be talking about something really interesting concerning Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Now, earlier announced than normal, we actually got the really interesting look at the multiplayer trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, as well as this really interesting blog post which I'm going to be covering in today's video. So as you guys can see, gain complete tactical knowledge on everything related to Black Ops 7 multiplayer, including intel on modes, maps, weapons, perks, field upgrades, the new overclock system, hybrid combat specialties, wildcards, score streaks, prestige and progression systems, and much more. Get intel on what's on deck for the beta starting on all platforms on October the 2nd. So, November 14th launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is getting closer every day, and we're here to cover all the latest news in the weeks leading to release and beyond. So, interestingly, we've just got a really interesting multiplayer reveal trailer. I believe it has some copyrighted music involving Fiend by Travis Scott, which apparently is a remix from what I've been informed. So, let me know what you guys' opinions are of this in the comments box down below, and without further ado, let's check this out.
They know we're here. Go out.
I've been focused on the future, never on right now. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. Oh my God, that be bad. Well, alright, tryna fade in the night. Fuck my life. So my life ain't it sweet, ain't it. Crazy into the sun. You worried about that hoe on shoes. He said this all in the kitchen can't get too cold. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
Enemy Rhino sighted.
Oh my God, that be bad.
Almost there. We're securing the objective. Lead's ours. Stay on task.
Focus on the future, never on right now.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Legion on station. Weapons free.
Legion inbound.
What the heck? Holy cow. What on earth did I just watch? So we're going to take a look at this really interesting trailer again. So what you guys are seeing is actual in-game footage of gameplay in multiplayer. So this has absolutely blown my mind here, guys. So as you guys can see, some people doing like the body shield, very, very interesting there. It looks like it seems to be a new animation. I don't know what he was stuck with there. Was that some sort of sound checks or something? That's really interesting. But as you guys can see, we've got a few little weapon inspects. I might have to break some of these down in future episodes. But as you guys can see, we've got the Peacekeeper. I love that graphic that's popped up saying what this weapon was. So that's really interesting. Bear in mind, don't forget guys, no wall running, it's wall jumping, just to be clear on that. But I love what they did when they actually did it in sync to Fiend by Travis Scott there. So that's pretty cool. I've got to look at a few of the kill streaks, score streaks, whatever you want to call them. I'm not quite sure what that shotgun is there, but it has, what's the one I'm looking for? fire damage. I can't think of... There's a word for it. I can't remember what it is anyway. Nice collateral there, which is pretty cool. Cluster grenade with tighter packing. So that's going to be really useful in battle. I haven't quite figured out what weapon that is, but some sort of cannon. A millimeter scanner optic. That I was really hoping for that, and we've got it. So I can't wait to check out some of these attachments in game. Oh, I think that's the wasn't called the Reaper, wasn't called the dog. I'll have to remember what the name of that item is. There's the dog score streak. You can also share weapon builds using certain weapon build codes that you can share with friends rather than just handing out attachment after attachment after attachment. So that is pretty useful. So I was hoping we would get something similar to that. A few of the dogs, a few of the seeker bots. I know they're called something else in game, but that's really interesting. Some sort of EMP grenade that fried that dog score streak there, so that's probably a good counter for that. Another shot of one of the shotguns there. I need to start identifying which shotgun is which here. To be honest, I think he looked, whoever was playing as this guy looked out there, to be honest with you. But very, very interesting. Really keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are of that in the comments box down below. As you guys can see, I'm just going to pause it at that split second. As you guys can see, we've got 18 multiplayer launch maps. So Scar, Homestead, Blackheart, Den, Colossus, Paranoia, Retrieval, love snow maps, Mission Tide, Flagship, Toshin, The Forge, which I heard loads of people talk about as a good map, Exposure, Mission Edge, Cortex, Imprint, and the 3 remasters, Raid, Express, and Hijacked. Really keen to hear what you guys' opinions are of that in the comments box down below. For an expansive look at multiplayer, this is your first stop. Get more info on all 16 6v6 multiplayer maps, both 20v20 skirmish maps, the new feature weaponry and loadout features on the way, progression systems and more. So that's Call of Duty Next and the Black Ops beta. So don't forget guys, the worldwide multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Next on Tuesday, September the 30th. So that's next week. Following that, try Black Ops 7 for yourself and earn special rewards when the beta begins on all platforms starting Thursday, October 2nd, as long as you pre-order. So that's going to be interesting. New modes. So test your skills across an impressive array of multiplayer modes, including a mix of classics like TDM and Domination. More recently introduced fan favourite mods like Kill Order and the brand new Overload. Each mod has been fully tuned and adjusted for the best experience within Black Ops 7. Now Overload, which is going to be one of the modes available during the beta, bring the Overload device to the enemy zones to overload them. Is this similar to Cyber Attack? I'll have to look into this. Fight possession of the Overload device in its new push and pull 6v6 respawn mode that challenges teams to overload the enemy's control zones. Yes, this sounds like a very lot similar to Cyber Attack, but I'll have to look into this and see if there's any differences compared to the two modes like that of Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 2019, if I recall correctly. The position of the Overload device is always indicated on the heads-up display and attack map, so be prepared for an intense tug-of-war as the device changes hands often throughout the match. Any player holding the item benefits from a personal radar to help detect nearby enemies and attempting to steal it away. Yeah, so that sounds very, very similar to that of Cyber Attack, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Other announced modes, so Team Deathmatch available at the beta, everyone knows how that works, Domination, Search and Destroy, Kill Confirmed, Free-for-all apparently is going to be in there. Hardpoint is available during the beta. Hang on. Sorry, Free-for-all is not in the beta. Hardpoint is. Gunfight, Kill Order, Control are not in the beta, but they will be in the full game. Alternate modes. So Face-Off brings small team combat to the more compact maps. Score streaks are disabled, keeping combat focused on the ground. So Face-Off, Domination, Team Deathmatch and Kill Order, so, as well as Kill Confirmed. Skirmish, we have seen a few clips of this during the initial trailers that we got. For larger scale multiplayer battles, nothing beats a good skirmish. In addition to the 16 core maps launching with Black Ops 7, players can look forward to 2 20v20 objective focused maps, dropping teams into expansive environments with enhanced means of traversal including wingsuits, grappling hooks and vehicles, all assisting you and your squad get to the next objective with time to spare and dominate the other team. Training course in the beta. Enter a new training course designed to get you up to speed on basic movement and advanced combat skills. Perfect for new and returning players, this course will teach you all you need to know to get the most out of your operator in the field, including the ability to practice wall jumps and perfect the new grenade-based finishing move. So I think that's what we saw during that trailer that we just got. Private matches. Invite your friends and add bots. Can customize the rules of your favourite multiplayer modes in private match. Add spectators to cheer on the match and tune codcaster settings across visual and camera options, or play solo using private match to explore different maps and modes at your own pace. So that's going to be interesting. As you guys may be aware, launching with 16 6v6 multiplayer maps plus 2 large-scale 20v20 skirmish maps, BO7 has been built to deliver intense tactical action across a variety of environments, from the Atlantic Ocean to the Alaskan tundra. The 2035 setting imagines near-future possibilities while remaining grounded on the Black Ops universe. Each map is designed for fast gunplay and around the original 3-lane design Treyarch is famous for. Expect a variety of map sizes catering to every type of player, from those craving instant action on very small sized arenas to those wanting long range tactical engagement across medium sized combat zones. So, as you guys can see, there's the full list of all of those aforementioned maps. Skirmish maps is Mission Edge and Mission Tide. So that is really interesting. I think we got an early look at some of these maps. So Blackheart, which is playable during the beta, that's going to be taking place on a drilling platform at sea, extracting essential resources for the guild. Battle on and around the central drill or duke it out on the barge around minimal containers, pumps and massive nautical vehicles. So that is really interesting. Got Cortex in the beta as well. A cliffside compound hides a clandestine laboratory conducting experimental research for the guild. I think that's meant to say for the guide. I think that's meant to say the guild. Vac chambers hold subjects suspended in fluid. The area is supported by an adjoining autopsy and morgue. Lock down the underpass to control the heart of the map or branch out to the narrow sky bridge overlooking the water. Exposure. Deployed to an Australian outback installation at the eye of a vast solar array in the aftermath of a fierce tank assault on the plant. Except for an interior control room, most of the action is focused on the outer grounds. Try your luck traversing the suspended guild crate, jumping from here to the yellow ladder to climb even higher. Also expect a variety of towers, pumps and storage units to provide ample cover throughout. Imprint, which I think is one of the snow maps, brave the frigid cold in this mid-sized robotics complex, producing drones and battle tanks for the guild. Explore the inner facility branching through the centre and watch your step along the sheer drops circling the perimeter where long-range combat dominates. So press the control panels by the inclinator for a lift through the snow. Okay, that's pretty cool. The Forge, now this is going to be playable during the beta as well. Visit the heart of research and development for the guild's latest lethal tech. Built on the harbour, the Forge welcomes visitors with a demo and product lobby showcasing the latest advancements in autonomous weapon design. Navigate the 2 wings of the complex, joined by covered walkways and central range where rotating walls circle a defence turret. Toshin, which is again playable during the beta. Monorail derailment has caused chaos downtown in a shopping district outside the station. Neon lights illuminate the streets at every turn. A guild advertisement outshining all the others. Battle through the park and market. Look for upper vantage points across the central thoroughfare as you encounter new dangers at every road junction. You'll need street smarts and a fast trigger finger to conquer this urban map. So that's interesting. Colossus. Now this I've heard loads of talk about. Board the floating Colossus resort, listing further into the ocean after sustaining heavy damage. Take your chances by the atrium and bar or move through the maintenance rooms, baggage claim and loading bay. Smell the fresh salt air across the main side of the wreckage, outside where a pair of wrecked helipads now sit in the debris-strewn ocean waters. Now this map predominantly is featured in the campaign mission from Black Ops 2 named Karma. So that is going to be interesting to see what the aftermath of that specific campaign mission from Black Ops 2. So that's going to be interesting. And I think that's the last of the... I was hoping that was going to be playable during the beta, but that looks appear to be not the case. So that's really interesting. This is Den, a Core 6v6 map. Travel to a sprawling Japanese guild compound set over the surrounding locale. A large courtyard dominates the central area with branching pathways toward the driveway, helipad and impressive conference room. Engage in close combat to the dojo and challenge your agility traversing the damaged roof connecting the armory and the garage. Flagship, a small-sized 6v6 map. Explore the underside of a gigantic aircraft carrier docked for repairs. Sparks flying overhead and mechanical arms weld sections of the hull. Battle through the underside of the ship where an ascender offers access up to the gantry, or move out from underneath the hulking mass and fight over the surrounding worksite. Homestead, the other snow map. Witness the Northern Lights high over David Mason's Alaskan childhood home in Fairbanks. Fight in the warmth of the cabin and brave the elements using the rocky terrain to flank enemies. Watch for occupants in their various outbuildings and dive into the frigid water to reposition out of sight, ignoring hypothermia risks in favour of a surprise attack from below. Paranoia. There's something going on at the hospital, but it's all in your head. While half of the tiny map appears like a normal medical facility, the other half erupts into a psychedelic dreamscape. Objects floating upward where a bright light shines through the broken ceiling. Hold on to your sanity or risk being administered for life. Retrieval, another large-sized map. A guild stealth aircraft has crash-landed in the remote frozen tundra, so there's regional maps here, leaving a heaping wreckage behind. Hike through the snow and meltwater flowing down the map, rattling around the rugged outcroppings and within the crash site itself. An ice cavern provides opportunities for long shots, while underpasses and discarded crate work as stellar ambush points. Scar. Fighting breaks out in the rustic mountain village of Silverbrook, where quad tanks, military vehicles and the latest in offensive MIB are parked within an old frontier hamlet with a general store, health clinic and the Old Bear restaurant and a carpentry business. Fire down at targets from the motel balcony, explore the commandeered post office as you traverse the immediate surroundings of this rural Alaskan outpost. Express, which is returning from Black Ops 2 map. Express returns for even more epic battles at the iconic high-speed train station, now under new management courtesy of Sunrise Railways. Engage enemies around the tracks within and over the parked train and throughout the inner terminal. Watch for sharpshooters in the control room and the covered walkways and get out of the way of passing trains. Hijacked. Again from Black Ops 2, everyone's favourite super yacht returns as Hijacked glides into harbour in Black Ops 7. From bow to stern, engage in non-stop action down the length of the vessel, colliding on the centre deck where all lanes converge. Keep your eyes on the opposing vantage points and flex your core squatter skills down in the engine room. Raid, again from Return from Black Ops 2. Experience high-end living at its best as Raid returns with a Japanese beachside mansion compound. Trade shots across the courtyard and circular drive, enjoy a very brief moment of tranquility in the garden and take a dip in the pool. The home interior is as impressive as ever, including the large garage, open kitchen, bedrooms and other accoutrements made for a life of luxury. So that's really interesting. Now quickly the 20v20 skirmish maps, and then after this I'm going to move on to a different video. Take to the streets of Avalon's downtown district amidst towering buildings, fighting in and around upscale hotels and cafes through underpasses, courtyards and parks. Take the stairs or attach to ascenders to reach higher vantage points or skip the climb altogether and stick to the outer roads. Commandeer a vehicle to outrun enemy snipers or beat them at their own game by taking flight in a helicopter, bringing a squad along with you to fire from the passenger seats, or stay on the ground moving from roof to roof, claiming zones and eventual victory. Mission Tide. Deploy to the side of a large-scale military compound built on the coastal waters of Avalon. Fight and drive on the shore, up and around the buttress rocks toward the compound itself. Ascenders provide quick access over the outer fortifications, that's a mouthful, to the surrounding and inner battlements, which feature corner towers providing incredible sightlines within the compound itself. Explore the armory, mess hall, barracks, garage buildings and other structures, including ladders and staircase access for both vertical and ranged manoeuvring. So that is really interesting. I'm really keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are of this. Let me know in the comments box down below. Keep you guys updated here on the channel. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'll be coming loadouts and equipment in the next video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.